All I need. This is karmic energy. Can y'all hear it? It's the radio. Hold on. It's a Anyway, y'all can hear it. I can hear it though. Anywho, welcome to my channel, Thriving Abundantly Tarot. It's lit. Okay, I just feel like lower vibrational karmic energy wants you to stay with them, okay? Talking about you all they need or something like that. Stay with me. Anywho, my returning viewers, my thrivers, my subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. Hitting the like button, staying from the beginning to the end, telling all your friends. Now this shit want to start. Okay, it's lit though. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. I'll post for all 12 zodiac signs every 2 weeks. I also do picker cards and general readings, so tap and hit the bell. That'd be swell. If you'd like a personal, slide into my DMs and I got you. Make sure y'all drinking your water, you're staying hydrated, okay? And aligned, the mind, body, and soul. I'm glad to be on here. And I trust y'all are doing well. Doing awesome, doing phenomenal. It's a choice that we make each and every day, every moment of the day. So what card I'm starting with? I'm going to start with the Spirit Junkie. I'm going to talk to God first, okay? Make sure y'all talking to God. But like I said, somebody wants you to stay. And it's like, and then the song I was listening to before that was Tim's Not an Angel. It's like you did, in the song she said like, you didn't give me anything. Like, what? Yeah, let me go, okay? Let me go. Anyway, let me talk to God. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, the ones that fuck with me of the highest ascended white light. Thank you so much for sending me down to do this reading for the collective, making sure we're all protected during this reading, and we got clear, direct, concise messages. Much appreciation. So the way I'm recording right now, sometimes it be stopping in the middle, be trying, you know what I'm saying, embarrass me and shit. But anyway, just roll with me, because I'm going to still be talking. But anyway, let me get one card on the table for the collective. Let me get a Spirit Junkie card. Let me get a, just give me the light. Let me get one card on the table. Let me get one card on the table for the collective. Just give me the light. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels, for clearing out any interference that could be going on with these cards. Okay. We get one card on the table. I was just thinking, well, I saw the word consciousness. I was just thinking, like, things we have in consciousnesses, and you know you can't see them. Well, I wasn't really talking about, like, people. I was talking about, like, things. Or, I don't know. Wait, what? I don't really think, because I don't think that's true. I don't think matters have consciousnesses. Like, matter. Like, things. God. Nigga, I don't know. However, I feel like people could do that. Like, they could put a consciousness in something. I don't know, man. Because you know when, like, items could have people's energy on it and people could read people's energy off it. I don't know. Maybe that's relevant to some. Anyway, let me get one card on the table for the collective. Let me get a Spirit Junkie card. What's this say? Oh, my goodness. There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I am being guided. I'm like this. I'm being guided to learn and grow. Okay. No such thing as a mistake. So even if you don't understand why things have transpired the way that they have, acceptance, I think, is key. Okay. And did you learn? Did you grow? That's what it's about. Okay. Something like that. Okay. So let me get an Oracle the Mermaid card. For the collective, I split the deck. I seen sisterhood and experiments. Okay, so you could have had a group of hoes in your dreams trying to run experiments on you and shit like that. Good for them. I mean, I don't know. Man. I don't know. It says everything happens in divine order. Let me get one card on the table for the collective. Yamaya, 3443. Yamaya, origins, freedom, power. Origins, freedom, power. You know, everything is like how you take it. It's like what actually happens. And then what they say, it's about your reaction to what's going on. It's where your power is at. So what's it say? At the bottom of the deck is 1551, divination, prophecy, fate, destiny, future fortune. Okay. You're in your power right now. You free. Origins. It just makes me think like original peoples or something. Original people or something like that. I'm finna get some golden crystal power tarot cards. At the bottom of the deck, I'm looking at the Seven of Cups. Okay, could be confusion, could be illusions, but I feel like you sorting through something. You're looking at something where it's like you're empowered. Everything that life has thrown at you, you let it empower you. I split the deck. I'm looking at the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So there could be something about a family that's confused, or they're confusing, or something like that. I don't know. I don't like confusing, folks. Let me see. I'm looking at the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe somebody feels like they made a mistake, but it's like, no, you didn't. You know what you was doing. I don't know. Let me get two cards on the table. I'm looking at the Ace of Wands. I'm inspired to follow my passion. This is my passion. Telling the world about Jesus. Sing of his power to free us. Da-da-da. Anyway, I'm looking at the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I think that song is Alvin something with the C is called Passion. Okay, anyway, at the bottom of the deck, I'm looking at the Five of Wands. I stand my ground and look for peace. So somebody wanted to fight. They had their baton. I don't know. Ace of Wands is like passionate new beginnings. I'm inspired to follow my passion. But somebody was passionate about wanting to fight you. Or something like that. Is all the readings about this? But at the top of the deck, I'm looking at the Queen of Cups, okay? Somebody good-natured, okay, sweet. Was about to say sweet as apple pie. I trust my knowing and follow my heart. Queen of Cups at the top of the deck. Somebody wanted to... I just feel like they just wanted to bring out the beast in you. And then it's like... That could be you stepping into your freedom, into your power, into your more ego. Not, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, in the spiritual community, I guess I want to say, it's like ego. Oh, no, don't have none. Or something like that. But I feel like your ego is what protects you, is what could save you. You know? And then I'm thinking about id, like ego, like isn't that one of the studies? Like id, something like that. Yourself, like yourself. Something like that. Let me see something. Let's see if I find something right quick. Id, ego, and super ego. Id, ego, and super ego. Three parts of the mind that interact to create personality. Okay? So id is the impulsive, pleasure-seeking part of the mind, based on instinctual needs like hunger and sex. Largely unconscious, merging as illogical or wishful thinking. Okay? Ego is the rational part of the mind that balances the id's impulses with reality, what's really going on. The decision-making component of the personality, okay, makes the decisions, the sense of self. You know, sense of self is important. Being able to make decisions is important. Maybe somebody didn't want you to do that. Anywho, superego is the moral conscience that represents societal and parental standards. The judgmental and morally correct part of the personality. The source of self-criticism. The ethical component of the personality. I don't know about y'all, but I kind of threw the superego away. But anyway, I don't know. It influences how people think, feel, and act. The ego is constantly trying to balance the impulses of the id with the demands of the superego. So there's some people that was demanding. I guess it makes sense. Okay, parental standards and shit like that. Self-criticism. I'd be like, pipe down, okay? Let me work. Let me see what this says. Okay, believe that the interactions and conflicts among these components create personality. Because I don't know. It's like, I don't want to fight with myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, I don't know about y'all, but it's like, like, before I go outside, I already know what somebody would say to me. So I would be okay with it. Or something like that. I don't know. I read what it say. That's interesting. So anyway, I'm looking at the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, 11:44 on the clock. I take the time I need to nurture myself. Nine of Pentacles, looking good, smelling good, everything good, okay? So the superego. But what if the superego is corrupt? They say the judgmental and morally correct part of the personality. Morally correct, judgmental, societal and parental standards. But it's like, what if the standards is, I don't know why I want to say pish posh, 12, 11. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think reparenting, self-parenting comes into effect. Let me get one card on the table. That I'm saying if they're on some devilish mess. Let me get one card. I'm looking at the King of Swords. In my hand is the Hierophant. I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. Again, this is the ego, decision-making component of the personality. Anyway, King of Swords, air energy. At the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant, Taurus energy. I am ready to love and learn. Okay? It really feel like a new start. It really feel like new parents. Mother Gaia and Father God. It really feel like starting over. Page of Pentacles at the top of the deck. I am open to opportunities for personal growth. Especially if you had people that was trying to stifle your growth. Or for one reason or another, them having control or power over you was helping them in some type of way. Okay? Whatever society and parental standards get out of people acting a particular kind of way is like, that's what they was getting. Okay? Until you made a decision. I'm looking at the High Priestess, okay? Pisces energy, 1331. So you could be a Pisces or you could be very intuitive. Let's split the deck. I'm looking at the King of Wands. This could be like a business for you, or you're growing in this spirituality. The Hierophant, God got you. God hired you. I'm ready to love and learn. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I will move forward when the time is right. Again, somebody wanted you to stay with them. But it's like your work could be taking you elsewhere. Tell me about this Ace of Wands for the collective. All right, you inspired to follow your passion. If anybody's sending me some bullshit, I return that shit back to sender. Promptly and swiftly. Hastily. Tell me about this Ace of Wands. Okay, could be a new beginning. Thank you, God, for making sure there's no interference with these cards. What's this? Oh my goodness. All right, the Ten of Pentacles. I celebrate everything I achieve. Fool card at the bottom of the deck. Aries energy. I am guided to and protected on my life journey. 1444. It just made me feel like all new everything. Okay. Oh, won't you Play with me. Let's see. All new everything. You've been all I need. Okay. I split the deck. I'm looking at judgment. If this has to do with your family, take out resonates. But they could be under some type of judgment. Talking about this 10 of Pentacles for the collective. Because it's like maybe they wasn't celebrating everything you achieved. They wasn't celebrating you. I don't know. What's the reason? What was the reason? I don't know. But there's no such thing as a mistake. I don't even want to say like it made you stronger. It made you more resilient. It could have, but, and that's a good thing, right? But, you know, I don't know. This one came out though, the 6 of Pentacles, Earth energy. I give and receive for the universal good. In my hand is the Hierophant. It made me feel like Taurus energy. I'm ready to love and learn. I mean, this could be about an organization being paid, your family paying an organization for their own new beginnings and shit like that. Something about your power and tying shit up or something. There could be a Queen of Wands in your story. I am naturally creative. I feel like this person thought about creative ways for you to walk away from them. They gave you so many reasons for you to walk away. Anyway, the 8 of Cups, I accept my situation without resistance. I split the deck. I'm looking at the Page of Wands. I don't know. It's going to be somebody that you've been wanting to get away from. But something about this King of Swords. Yeah, because it was in double energy. You never trusted them. Ever. Somebody's King of Swords. Somebody's King of Swords for the collective. This could be you with your boundaries, with your something, or it doesn't have to be. All right. Knight of Swords came out in reverse. It says, I choose my battles carefully. There's somebody who wants to fight everybody. They always got words for everybody. Okay, in the 4 of Wands in the house. The universe brings all I need to feel blissful. It's like, this person was like a tyrant in the house always. But this wasn't for no reason, okay? Always trying to pick fights with you. At the top of the deck is the Magician. And the 6 of Cups, okay? Doing magic. People that's supposed to be close to you, supposed to be like family. Y'all supposed to be cool like that. I remember and treasure past happiness. I manifest perfectly what I desire. Talking about this Magician and the 6 of Cups. Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. Whatever they was doing, it's like they needed you like a secret ingredient. Like a secret ingredient. And it's like, if you're not a part of it, then maybe they can't manifest. But this one came out, the Knight of Wands. Fly by night energy. Here today, gone tomorrow. You can't depend on them. I make decisions without pressure. I don't know. But I was going to say something about this person's ego. Ace of Pentacles is in my hand. I am always rewarded for all I do. 9 of Pentacles right here. 10 of Pentacles. Something about your family or take out residence, okay? I'm always rewarded for all I do. But I feel like they wanted to take like an easier route. 7 of Pentacles, King of Wands, Knight of Cups, 7 of Swords. Somebody could be a fire sign, okay? Strong fire signs that want to apologize with the Knight of Cups for some stealing, killing, destroying. I take great care of what I value because they value you now that you're not in the picture or something like that, okay? It's putting some work in to have you trapped, to have you binded with the 8 of Swords and this double energy. Talking about this 7 of Pentacles. Three of Cups. It's a group of people. I embrace joyful opportunities. They was joyful in doing this against you. At the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. I release myself from self-inflicted binds. You know, people could have like the devil testing them or God testing them or whatever spirits, shit like that. But I feel like this person was sending extra spirits and shit. They were sending extra shit. But I'm looking at the star at the top of the deck. I am inspired and positive about the future. The star. But it made me feel like you were alchemizing machine. I don't know, something about these cups. You took what they gave you and you made something out of it. You made something out of yourself. You didn't stay in these binds that folks try to put you in, or whoever these folks is. All right? I feel like if somebody ate a sword, somebody wanted you caught up or trapped in your head or in your life. Okay? It's like something's being seen for the world to see or some shit like that. I celebrate life and welcome new energy. New cycles, new phases. God is a part of this, okay? I saw something that made me say that. 21:12. Two of Pentacles. I calmly make the best possible decision. I don't know. Like, folks wanted you to be, they wanted to be a factor in what you're doing. Some others, Two of Pentacles. I'm finna wrap this up. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me see this Two of Pentacles. For the collective. Some others, Two of Pentacles. Somebody who said I got left all bad and bougie. Yeah, I got left out bad and bougie. Now, what is this? The Queen of Cups and the Moon. And the Two of Cups. 2-2. I don't know. This could be somebody that felt like they was doing the right thing. It was the right thing to do or something like that. I don't know, man. Because next to this Moon card, Five of Swords. I will heal myself. One-upmanship, trying to be better. Trying to cut you down. Using magic. Using the connection that they held with you with this Two of Cups. And the Death card is quiet. It's over. I don't know if it's actual death, but it's like, no. God is letting you live your life, okay? It could be a mother figure that wants to fight Five of Wands and wants to dispute something. I feel like they're in devil energy. I'm looking at the Five of Pentacles. Somebody's in lack, poverty. It starts with the mindset, okay? Queen of Swords, you don't want to hear that bullshit. Queen of Swords, I protect what matters to me. You putting yourself first. You putting yourself first is putting God first. And God is giving you a new beginning. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, exactly. King of Cups. I am my own anchor. I feel like you're doing your thing, okay? Whatever your thing is, you're in your power. You could have a new sense of freedom that you have not felt before, to some degree, okay? Just get used to people watching or something like that. Just get comfortable with it or something like that. I don't know, but I'm looking at the Page of Swords, people watching. That's what I'm saying. I take care of the detail and stay in control when I split the deck. But I feel like these people's control is fading. The only thing they can control is their own selves, 24/24. So if they're using their eyes to watch you, then it is what it is, okay? Whatever. I'm going to get an Isis Oracle card. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hitting the like button. Subscribing to the channel if you're new. If you like a personal slide into my DMs, then I got you. I'm going to get one card on the table for the collective. But it says there's no such thing as a mistake. But I feel like to some degree, like these folks knew what was going on, especially if they was looking into your life, divination. Let me get one card. Let me get one card on the table for the collective. Make sure y'all saying y'all prayers and speaking positive affirmations over yourself. Look at this hourglass and these cobras on the side. Only a matter of time. In due time. What does it say? Past life, present power. As the soul grows in service to the great feminine and her intention that all beings be healed and free. It doesn't matter what mere men want or say. Mere mortals. Anyway, as the soul grows in service to the great feminine and her intention that all beings be healed and free, it gathers internal resources to assist on the path. Internal. These resources include powers and gifts from other lifetimes. It's lit. You are currently integrating past life abilities. Look at God. Be open to what is taking place as your soul awakens ancient power and abilities in you. I think this backwards, but it's lit. It's ancient power and abilities being awakened and stuff like that. So let me see. I want to get a fortune. I got to get up. Let it flow, let it flow. I'm all right. Let it flow. Everything's gonna work out right, you know. Let it flow. I'm all right. Yeah, I know you heard some commotion. Some commotion. Okay, let me see what it say. Let it flow, let it flow. Look at this, collective. All your sorrows will vanish. Look at God. I was scrolling somewhere on like YouTube, and it said, God wants you to not think about them, or some shit like that. Take it how it resonates. But yeah, look what they say. All your sorrows will vanish, collective. So it's lit. Here's some numbers y'all could use for the lottery or could resonate with you in whatever type of way. 19, 50, 40, 47, 52, 53. If y'all want to learn how to say peach in Chinese, it says Tao Z. I think that's how you say it, Tao Z. But anyway, yeah, that's the reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace out and later on.